Okay. We're here with Brian Yatsattie on the San Felipe Pueblo. And Brian is a Zuni carver who works out of a workshop here at San Felipe. And he's going to talk to us about some of the pieces that we purchased from him and how he got into the business and what he thinks about it and what his ideas of his work are. So, Brian, let me ask you that question. How did you start carving fetish carvings?
I started just by looking. I'm self-taught. Nobody taught me. I just learned from looking at other people working, and then I was an artist at first. I painted before, and then I wanted to try a new media, so I just picked up, some stone and started working on them. And 20 years later, I'm, doing my own work, my own design. And pretty much do whatever I can.
Was there any tradition of carving in your family?
No, nobody else was doing carving at that time. Most were, jewelry. They do jewelry stuff, and then I was a painter. So when I started, I had my brother. I taught him how to carve too. So just me and him are the only ones that are pretty much in the family are doing fetish carving.
But
We got, cousins that are carving, but, in the family it's just me and my brother.
so you come from a family of artists,
Yeah, yeah,
and
pretty much, mostly jewelry, and, I was the only one that was doing paintings. I still do, paintings, but, this is what I, do full time.
how do you decide what stone and animal to carve?
It depends on the stone. I just get a rock and, it kind of tells me what he wants to be. And, just by the way the shape, the stone is, the stone is shaped, then, I kind of decide, whatever I can carve out of it.
Does a lot of sculptors and carvers say the stone talks to them and says that there's something inside there. Do you see what's inside the stone before you start carving?
Yeah, pretty much I do. Yeah, it's, yeah, the stone tells me what he wants to be, and then, I just kind of work, get the image out of the stone.
Now, why is it that you work up here at San Felipe instead of down in Zuni?
Well, I moved here back in like around 91. Um, yeah, after, high school, I kind of just wanted to get out of Zuni to see where the business was, so kind of moved over here to San Felipe, and then, been here ever since.
Like a lot of young people who decide that getting out of high school is a good time to leave home.
Uh, Not really. Well,
No.
to me it was, there was pretty much nothing in Zuni, so I just thought I'd kind of move, find a new place, and, start my own family.
Now, in the past, we have acquired from you some Six Direction sets, and I noticed that we don't have any of that here, although we did have the one necklace that you were doing with the Six
Yeah.
Direction themes. Is Six Directions have any special significance for you?
Um, well, in Zuni, each animal represents a direction, and, the color, and, so, you have your north, south, east, and west, and then plus you have the sky and, the underground, the underworld, so, um, it's pretty hard to translate what, the directions mean, but, like each animal has its own direction.
But that's an important part, I guess, of your culture and how you view the world and what all of the traditions and everything of Zuni are.
Yeah, I try to, stay with it, and, sometimes, if I do something that's, non-traditional, I still like doing them, so, like, I don't know, just, I kind of like carving just pretty much whatever I can, so,
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, Brian, we appreciate you doing this for us, and I know all of your many fans out there, when they see this, will be happy to see it and see the man behind the carvings that they own. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Hope you guys enjoy it.